When I started practicing yoga, I assumed that it would be natural, fluid, and easy. But reality was much, much different than that. I encountered many difficulties, both mentally and physically. And for a moment, I did think and said, yoga is not for me. At the beginning, my body was very rigid and not flexible. I felt resistance everywhere, and even the easiest positions were impossible for me. I couldn't even sit with crossed legs and straight back. And everywhere I looked around in classes or online, I would see people super flexible doing impossible poses. And for a moment, I thought of quitting. But then I understood that yoga is not competition. It is not about getting somewhere, but being present in this moment. So I stopped looking for perfection and I started listening to my body. And that's where everything changed. But the hardest part of the yoga process for me was the mental one. In fact, my mind was continuously wandering and distracting. So even sitting still and breathe felt like impossible for me, like a fight with myself. But what happened is that I noticed that the breath of the yoga practice was an anchor for my mind. And so without noticing, I was actually meditating through the practice of the movement. And as a consequence, I was later able to sit still and meditate. So today I know that difficulties are not obstacles, but teachers. And every distraction is actually an invitation to slow down, accept, and grow. Yoga has taught me that the journey is as important as the destination. What about you? Which difficulties have you encountered? Or do you fear of encountering in your yoga practice? Remember, you're not alone. Yoga is a personal journey made of many, many little steps. But those tiny steps, even though very hard, they're always the right ones. Learn how to begin your personal yoga journey. Visit my website to know more.